Guys, Coach Danny checking in here. Pretty decent Monday practice. Definitely some things we can correct, but overall not bad. The first clip in the film today was from the last play of Scout O defensive period, but might as well just go over it real quick. We're running Playboy Hot Waggle off of the H Jet here. Okay, um, I would say that the offensive line we look pretty good. Everyone's moving. Okay, quarterback, let's get our depth. You're wheeling out a little bit too fast. Okay, I showed you this on the field just so you could see it on the film. Yes, Wally was open, and yes, we got a big gain, but the alley defender is pinching on him, right? So hell of a throw. Way to get it out there, and I like you taking completions, but just be aware for the next one. Hey, that alley defender is gone. There's nobody to cover this over route here. So we might have got an even bigger gain had we hit this. But nonetheless, pretty good play for play one. Mora, let's make sure we're climbing at 12, dude. Okay, we don't want to be so shallow on our over route. Let's climb to 12. Let's get more yards when we have the opportunity to do so. And also, G, remember, your job is just to basically clear out this corner here. Okay, I don't like the fact that you're converting this wheel route into a corner route. Just keep running. Just keep going vertical. Just make that corner follow you. And the second he doesn't do that, you're going to have a chance to get a big play. But doing this just occupies the zone that this, X receiver should be in right here. So just run your route. Run the wheel route, clear out the corner. He will drop you eventually once we start getting completions on the intermediate passes. Okay? So moving on, we're going to get into the first team of our O script here. Okay? First play, we're running duo right and twins, Z jet, Zona hot. So the clip starts a little bit late, but let's draw it up. We have a double base block here, which is good. Okay, we should have our X receiver digging out this linebacker, trying to take him to the sideline. Okay, that's what we mean when we say dig out. Okay, looks like we called a single here to Mike. Pretty thick there, looks good. Okay, we should be working head up here. We should be working a triple for the tackle and the tight end. So that's your guy, and then JoJo, you got the outside backer one-on-one. Okay, so as we run through this, couple issues with the play. Okay, the first one is that we don't really do a good job of blocking the linebacker here. More, it's been a constant issue where you're getting to the right spot, but you're just not attacking now. You're just standing there. And now this linebacker is trying to chase and make a tackle, right? Get into his chest and dig that guy out, okay? That's the first thing I notice. The second thing on the backside of this, what we have is penetration coming from the defensive end. So Flores, we just got to stick on this block, dude. You're blocking the right guy here, but you give up on the play at some point. He uncovers, and then he's getting into the track of our running back's cutback here, okay? Same thing, dip fam, we got to drive through this linebacker here, finish the play, okay? Alex eventually throws you out of the way, so we got to drive through and finish here. So schematically pretty clean. We're going to the right guys. We're not really finishing the play, though. That's my big problem with play number one here. Okay, we go to play two. We're in Dubs left gun, Y high. That puts the Y on the ball. Z, make sure you are off the ball here, okay? So Dubs left gun, Y high. We're running 52. So we got to shoot, snag Dino. Okay, so snag, we got our little sit route by the Z. We have our deep corner route by the tight end in this case. Okay, now I love the fact that we're working the left side of the field here, Fuentes, because we get one high coverage. So Dino, snag is our one high beater here with one safety in the middle of the field. We want to attack there. Our read, to be clear, against one high is the alley defender, in this case, the outside linebacker. So if we're reading him, what we should find out here is he's sitting in the window and we have a wide open shoot route. Okay, that's where the ball should go process-wise here. Okay, I don't mind the fact that you throw a beautiful ball here, and Tyler's obviously a playmaker, and we're balling out and getting a big completion here. You don't really see it so well at the end of the clip. Tyler, I'd also love for you to finish the play. But again, process-wise, we want to read the outside backer, take the easy completion where we got it. Instead, we're having a guy basically 1v1 the safety here, which is a low percentage play, even though we make it work. Okay? Pass pro-wise, I thought it was pretty good all day, man. So we're in 52. We're in slide right. We should be singled up on the DNs here with the tackles. Slide right, Cena, you got a guy head up, so find work. And then dip fam, you're here to the one tech. Torres should be helping, but keeping his eyes on his gap, okay, in our slide protection. So as we run it through, doesn't really seem to have any issues as far as protection goes here. Very clean pocket. Hey, we can win with this all day right here, okay? No penetration, tackles, good job setting the width of the pocket. McGuff, make sure we don't let this guy make a move to the inside, but otherwise pretty clean protection. Okay, play number 3 here. A couple things I don't like about this one. So we're running zona cold Y arc. So that means the Y is going to go block the outside backer. And then the rest of the way, we're running zona cold. So we should have a double call here to the Mike backer. Okay. We got a guy in a 3-tech here, outside shade. So really, this should be a base for Torres and a base for Flores on the end. And then Dip Fam, you can chip and then climb to the Sam. Okay, that's what we should have. The biggest problem here is we got Aiden Flores getting worked by Miguel on this clip. Okay, so Flores, you're supposed to be the biggest, strongest badass on the team, and we love you for it. But here, Miguel's just beating you to the punch. We're slow with our first step. Our pad level's too high. We're getting blown up, and we're giving up the B gap here. Okay, that's where this play goes wrong. The second thing is Fuentes. We just got to be a little bit more decisive on our zone read and make a quicker decision. Okay, ultimately we hand the ball to the back, and JoJo's in a position to make a play, so maybe the pull was the right option here. But either way, by stringing this thing out so much, we make it really hard for the back to get momentum and go through his reads. So we got to make a faster decision as to whether we're going to pull and give. And if we're not clear, then just give the ball. Okay. If you're not sure what you want to do, just give it to the F, and let's let our offensive line go to work for us. Finally, we should have really thrown the key screen here with the outside backer so tight to the line of scrimmage. He's in no position to help on this here. But we go back and run it the next play because I want you to see that. But this is, definitely one where we want to hit the key to here. The snap's not bad either because the corner's off. So just some things to note moving forward. Okay, we get back out here. We run the same play again because I didn't like how that last one looked. Okay, so if we look at the offensive line blocking this time, looks really solid. We have our cutback lane here to the B gap if we decide to run it. Okay, JoJo's crashing, so we would probably pull the ball here if we were going to hand it off. But we're throwing the key screen, and unfortunately, Mora, not a good enough job holding it down, locking that corner up. He gets behind you and makes the tackle. So got to do a better job blocking on the perimeter. But overall, the run blocking on the second clip looked a lot better. More physical from you, Flores. We're driving, we're moving our feet, so not bad here. All right, we get into Dubs right. We're in flanker personnel here. This play kind of irked me. So, Jordan, you can see yourself walking back to the formation after I told you to take an outside release. So, one thing I feel like I haven't done a good enough job of coaching you guys up on for this play action stuff is if we're running Denver from under center, we need to outside release it. Okay, and the reason why is because our window is going to end up being between these two linebackers. Okay, if we inside release and dig, we're going to line up basically right behind the linebacker, and there's going to be no place for the quarterback to throw the ball. So I'll run the clip through one time just for you to see, and then we'll look at the second version, which looks a lot better on the second play. But yeah, like you inside release this just because this guy's sitting outside of you, but you're basically running yourself into coverage. And as you break, here's the backer, right? Now the quarterback could have gotten the ball out a little faster, I'll say, but nonetheless, you would have a lot more space to work with had you pushed your stem to the hash here. So just something to note, okay? We have our H on the check down, which is good. We got our skinny post. So routes-wise, we look good except for that Z dig, okay? Protection-wise, I thought the Act Pro was great today. I thought our jump sets looked good. If you look at this pocket we've created, there is nobody near our quarterback. Here's all the D linemen. Our quarterback is 6 yards deep right now. He's got a really clear lane of vision, okay? So offensive line, I thought it was a pretty good day overall. A few mistakes, but really good act zone of protection here. We're jump setting to the closest guy. Dip Fam, we're double teaming here. Cena's handling business. Wally, pretty good effort on the backside. We got McGuff coming to help, and Flores, you're driving your guy out. So that looks good. Okay, we'll go to the second clip. I already highlighted the protection in the last one. Notice what happens now, Jordan, when you outside release. You decide to knife it back, but you still get to the hash. And now look how much more space you have to work with on your break, right? We have maybe 7 to 8 yards of horizontal separation between you and the Mike backer here, and that just makes it a much cleaner window for the quarterback. It means you're a lot more open. So that's why we got to outside release our digs when we're in tight formations to give ourselves a bigger window to catch the football, okay? Way to get it out on time, Fuentes. Jordan, the ball's a hair behind you, but we got to make this catch, dude. You're squared up. That ball's in front of your face. That's a play that big-time varsity receivers make, okay? No doubt about it. Flats, okay, run through the trash, dude. Don't get yourself washed all the way to the safety. I don't like how you're trying to avoid this linebacker here. Go ahead and split these two guys, get to your landmark, and get on your post, okay? Once again, protection looks really good. Wally, good job on JoJo. Way to move your feet. We do have some leakage here on the front side. Looks like Miguel just got around you, Flores. We got to keep moving our feet, dude. Okay, we got to mirror those pass rushers and act protection. And Jonah, I would have liked you to get a hand a little quicker there. All right, moving on. We're in flanker again. We're in bunch right this time. I'm sure we're going to be running Z-jet motion, as is typical in this format. We have open B gap. Huddle's geeking out on me, so I'm going to go ahead and restart the video here. It'd be nice if I knew how to edit YouTube. I could clip this out. All right, back to 729. I think we were on play 8. Nope. Play 9. There we go. So I went over the blocking scheme already. Let's see how it plays out in live action here. We work our pitch. Good angle for the pitch. Boom. There's your B gap, dude. All right, Jonah. There's your B gap. Press the B gap. It's there. Go hit it. Okay? We're cutting back for no reason here. If anything, Marley's sitting waiting for you. And then you cut back, you see him, and then you slow up, and now there's no momentum. Okay? I at least appreciate that Torres is fighting through the block. Okay? Did we get to Delgado here, flats? Looks like he ends up making the tackle. We're on him initially, but this play strings out too long, and eventually he gets through and makes the tackle. Okay? Really good double. We've created our lane there. We got our kick out coming. Okay? Everything's good here except for the fact that Marley has jumped inside to the A gap, and he's walling off our cutback. So we just got to hit this thing straight. Okay? Overall, there's a lot to like about this play, but Jonah, we just got to hit B gap when it's there. That's why we press the B gap in the first place, to take the easy yards when the defense gives it to us. All right, next play here. We're in flanker again. Now we're in Dubs left gun. I know this one here, we're running 52, Y sail, hail swap. So we have our shoot, we have our go. Okay, we have our tight end on a 12-yard out route here. Okay, that's our one high beater. Defense is in 2 high coverage. This is our 2 high beater. So Mora, we had a conversation about this on the field. This is hail swap. So you got an inside release hitch. G should be going around you, trying to widen the corner, outside release hitch right there. Okay. So Fuentes, good job again picking the right side of the field to read, but we have Mora running a straight hitch, and then there's really nothing to read here. The corner is able to cover both these guys because we don't have appropriate spacing because Mora's running the wrong route. Okay, G, make sure we're pushing a 5. Okay, I know you probably got a little freaked out because the corner is still sitting there, but let's get to our landmarks, push to 5. The whole point of the hail swap is to make him think we're running a wheel route and then stop, right? So when you pull up so short, it just makes yourself really easy to cover. Okay, protection-wise, 52, we should be kicking here. Okay, Torres, he's in your gap to your right. That's your guy. Dip fam, look for work, help on the 3-tech there. And this is solo for Cena here. Again, the pass pro was good all day. I'm pretty sure this rep, it was pretty decent too. Clean pocket. Okay, dip fam, don't get too deep now. You're in the quarterback's lap. And then again, McGuff, we're kind of on the borderline here of letting that D end win inside. So when we set, let's make sure we're not oversetting. Let's take a vertical kick instead of widening. Let's get going straight back and make sure this D end can't beat us to the inside. But pretty solid. Definitely a good enough pocket to throw from. All right, Fuentes, good job just dirting the ball when you don't see anything there. Love you taking care of the football. Like to see the Gabes fired up too. All right, we're in Bombers personnel here. We're in Trey right gun. We're going to run Zona hot cap 3. Okay, so as we read this out, we got press on number 3. We got a guy over number 2, and we have a corner out there. So key is off. Okay, we probably have the snap here. Okay, now this guy's at 4 yards. But they do tend to play bail technique, so the snap could be a possibility. But if you're not confident in it, Fuentes, I'm totally okay with you deciding to hand the ball off here. Okay. Now O-line wise, we're running zone hot. This should be a base block for McGuff here. We got a 1-tech, so this should be an ace to the Sam. And then this is a head-up guy here as well, so this should be a double to the Will, and we should be reading this backside end here, okay? Let's see how the blocking plays out this time. Do we get our ace and our double? Okay, as I run it through, there's our ace. We're trying to work the double, and this guy stunts away. Now, where we lose this play, Flores, this guy's tapping into your gap. Okay, you got to step on him, but here he is right here for you, and you let him go by, okay? When defense is stunt, we got to pick up the guy that comes to us, okay? And this guy's trying to shoot B gap right now. We should be taking him, Flores. Okay, so we have 2 unblocked. Now, the read obviously here is for Fuentes to go ahead and give the ball, but because we never blocked the guy who tapped in the B gap, there is no cutback, no natural cutback. So good job on a second reaction play here, Tyler, working back to play side B gap. And then I like to see you get through the defenders here, get vertical. I know you would have finished this run off for at least 10 or 12 yards. So I can definitely commend you, Tyler, on trying to work your cutback, you know, seeing that it's cloudy and then getting to work upfield. Okay, so that part of it's not bad. Let's just take a look at the snap route here, see if it came off at all as we go through it. Now we're running a go. Okay, flats, we talked about this. If you're getting pressed, you run a go. 4 yards off, I wouldn't consider that go territory. Anywhere 2 or closer, you can run a go. But here, we should be running the snap. Okay. Again, good finish to the run by Tyler. Pretty decent job by the O-line. Just need to get Flores to pick up that tapper into the B gap. But other than that, we have a really solid ace, and McGuff's kicking ass too. So looks pretty good. Okay, we're in flanker again. We're going bunch left, Z-Jet, act zone a cold H Yankee. I love this play. This is awesome, man. Again, I want to shout out the offensive line. Look at this freaking pocket, man. You think it's easy to throw the ball from here? I sure do think it is. Nobody around the quarterback. That's what we want, okay? And then Fuentes, I love our progression here. When we work Yankee, we're reading it high to low. So we want to peek our corner route first. We see that it's open. We think flats has a step. We got a lot of space to lay the ball out. And you make a beautiful throw and lead your guy into open space. Flats, way to catch the ball at its highest point. Get us a touchdown, okay? Our Yankee route also comes open too, because we get the Sam backer to flow hard with the run fake. The corner decides to sit on that little check down route, and then G's got a bunch of space out here too. So this play worked in many ways. Again, it all starts with the pass pro from the offensive line, and then we have a quarterback making a decisive read downfield, throwing a beautiful pass. There's nothing not to like about this one here. So touchdown Eagles, we'll have a lot more of those in the future, okay? Here we go. We're in twins again, so we got our nice little 2 tight end set. We're in tray left, so the Y, H, and Z are together. We're going Z-Jet, and we're running Zona Hot, okay? So as we have Zona Hot coming to the tight ends, what we're going to do is jet motion this guy out of the way, okay? Wally, you're the 6th lineman. You have D-gap. There's a guy in your gap. Go block him, okay? We have a head-up guy on the guard, so we should be acing this probably to the mic here because the Sam is rolled up. And then even though this is a tight technique, this has to be a base for McGuff. There's nobody that can help him here, okay? On the backside, we have a head-up guy on Torres, so this should be a double to the Will, and we should be in business here with JoJo coming for our backside bang block, okay? And then we're going to have flats go dig out the Will backer here as well, okay? So let's run through the blocking and see what went right and what went wrong. I'm going to start on the left side here, okay? Wally, we don't need to help on this guy, okay? You have a guy in your gap, Wally. Your gap is the D gap. Go block Emmy, okay? Don't waste your time trying to help a guy that McGuff already has. You don't have any surface with him. Go block Emmy, okay? That's the first problem with this play. On the front side, Cena, we're kicking butt. Love it. Okay, Wally's not blocking his guy. That's a problem. McGuff, we're kicking butt. I love that too. Okay, Dip Fam, are we helping Cena here? Let's see. Very light. Very light. We're just giving a hand. Now, if you feel like Cena has that block under control and you want to climb, by all means. But I don't feel like we're getting enough movement on the first level here initially on this play. Way to get up to the mic backer, though. Okay, let's finish the play, Dip Fam. I love it. I love the effort once that guy disengages with you to continue to track down and make that block happen. Torres, we get beat inside, dude. That's where we really lose this play. And this is a problem with technique here, Torres. So as we run Zona hot, all linemen should be load stepping with their left foot to secure their gap. If we run this clip, you are bringing that left foot back. Look at that. That left foot's coming back instead of forward, and you've created a lane for this guy to penetrate into the A gap. So that's a problem with technique. Our first step is no good there, Torres. We got a guy who's a little smaller and quicker than us. We allow penetration into the A gap, and the whole play is basically ruined right there. You know, Tyler wants to cut back. We have the bang block coming. Tyler wants to cut back, but now he can't because there's a guy here waiting for him. And so now he's got to bounce, and Wally's not blocking his guy either. So mainly we have Wally not blocking the guy in his gap. We have Torres taking a false step, not securing his gap with his left foot. Those are the main issues here. Flores and flats, we get up to the Will Backer, we're good. But we already highlighted the problems in this play. Alrighty, we're on play 15 now. So we're in Dub's right gun. We're going to run Zona Cold, Y Bluff, Cap 2. So we have our key screen out here, which I love. We have numbers. Okay, the safety's at 10. So we're basically 2-on-1 with the Will Backer playing so tight. So I like the fact we decided to throw that here. Okay, snap route, probably not on. Corners, outside technique, 4 yards off. Probably don't have that. Okay, O-line-wise, it's got to be a base for Abram with the defensive end. We got to go ahead and ace this to the Sam here. And then we got to double to the Mike. So that's what we should be doing up front. Let's see. Oh, and then with the Y, we're running bluff. So we're going to go to the bang block, and then we're going to bluff and get the outside backer so we can read this defender here. Okay? So as we run through this play, let's see what went down up front. We know we end up throwing the key screen and missing here. I actually think Mora made a really nice block on that. But let's go ahead and see what the O-line did. So there's our double. Guy sticks inside. Juan, it's Zona Cold, dude. I have no idea why you're going to the left, Juan. It's Zona Cold. Go to the right. You go to the left, and now you've opened up the A gap. That's your gap, man. You can't just chase guys. You have a gap responsibility. You have to move to the right. You allow the A gap for that defensive tackle there. We got a nice ace on a big guy here. I like that we're staying thick. All right, we don't win necessarily, but it's a good effort nonetheless. A little bit of a size disadvantage for you there, Dip Fam. Got to get a lower pad level though. Okay, Abram, we got our base block. Looks good. We got McGuff climbing to the mic. That looks good. Okay, all in all, decent from the offensive line, but Juan, we're going the wrong way. Okay, we run our key screen. Mora, good job getting to the outside shoulder, blocking this guy. Powell, we got to make this throw, dude, because we probably get 10 to 15 yards with the ball in G's hands here on this key screen. Good read. Let's just get our feet settled. Let's make the throw. We got to get around. Right foot's down. We're not on top of the ball. Are we following through? Yeah, but we're not on top of the ball, and it sails on us. Okay, Powell's still in. We're in Trey right gun 6. So 6 puts the F as the number 2 receiver and empty. Okay, we went over the number system last week. We'll go over it again at some point. Okay, we're running 58 hail. So it's just all hitch. Okay. Now, outside receivers, we're getting pressed. We're going to run go routes, okay? Press, don't run a hitch. Go run a go route. Go run by this guy. Get us a touchdown, okay? We have hitch here. We have a hitch here. And we have a hitch here. Powell, I told you, just pick your favorite one. Throwing to that guy, Georgiani, is never a bad idea. We got far enough off coverage to throw it. I love that we're just catching and throwing. Make it easy, right? Make it easy for yourself. Catch and throw, okay? Protection-wise, 58. Slide right. We should be kicking here. We should be kicking here. Darren, no one in your gap. Look for work. Dip Fam, someone in your gap. That's your guy. Juan, nobody in your gap. Look for work. Okay? Let's see how the protection looks. Pretty solid. We got a hat on a hat. We're getting pushed back, but at least we got a hat on a hat. We're not allowing any immediate protection. All right, we're back in flanker. Dub's right. H-Jet here. We're running Zona hot. Love the way the blocking panned out on this one. Even though we're getting a blitz, we ended up getting a hat on a hat. So Mora, we should be having Delgado here. Should be base blocking here. Cena, we're uncovered, so we should work an ace with the center to the mic. Okay, we got a blitzer here, so this is just going to be 2 base blocks for Theron and for Flores. Base blocks. Tyler, you got somebody in your gap. That's a base block as well. Tyler, you kick ass on this play, dude. This is a great scoop block, man. Way to turn your guy, okay? We got our bases there. We got a nice thick double team on the front side. Okay. We have a little penetration on the back side. Looks like Flores, you're getting beat by your buddy Claybon there. Let's make sure, just like I told Torres, we're stepping to our gap with our left foot. There it is. Okay, we're going to get you back a little further so that we can execute the scoop block. But now we got to move and drive our feet through the block. Okay, luckily you slow them up enough. Front side opens up. We got a gap, and we're going. Okay, good job, Jonah, to get vertical here. Work off your block with Mora. Finish the play. Okay, with Marley there, and I actually think you do a pretty good job with Marley in your gap to start the play. Here, we're in a pretty good position. Okay, but at a certain point, we let go. We got to keep driving. Okay, Marley's looking to make a tackle, and you've given up on the play at this point. So, and you know it. You're holding your head. You know it, right? We just got to finish the play. I thought the initial effort there was pretty good there, Theron. Let's just finish through our blocks. Okay, Dip Fam, way to come off to the mic, dude. That's a great job, Dip Fam. Listen, I'm confident that when you're here and you're locked in and you're engaged, you're good enough to play center for us. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. Way to fight and get to that Mike backer and finish the play. Good physicality, good effort. All right, we're back in flanker here. Looks like Dubs left this time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jet motion the H and see what we run. I think this is Waggle. Yep, this is Waggle. So Playboy cold. All the linemen should be turning and running. That's what I'm looking for here. To the right. Good. Cena, nobody there. Just keep going. Nobody there. Just keep going. Like it. Okay. Quarterback, we're only 6 yards deep, dude. Let's get our depth, man. We work this in individuals. You're going to get smacked by the D end. Okay. Work your depth. So there's one point of contention I have with this play. Okay. Let's see. The waggle route by Wally. Okay. We should be base blocking the D end here. Or this is Tyler. Yeah. Base block. Really good. 1-1000, 2-1000, go. Okay, I think JoJo knows what's coming here, so he ends up kind of covering you, but we get the separation we need nonetheless, okay? No alley defender in sight, so this over route's probably coming open, but don't mind us throwing the ball to an open tight end. Let's just make that throw, okay? Tyler, you're probably good enough to make this catch too, okay? Wheel route, good job, G, just to run by that corner. I mean, that's what I want. We talked about it in the first play of the film breakdown. Way to clear out the corner. We got our post by the Z. We're looking good. It's a good play. We just got to finish the play by making a good throw quarterback-wise. Okay, make sure we get our depth, Jaden. But overall, pretty good play. We got a couple options there. All right, we're in duo left gun this time. We're going to run Zona Cold Key 1. So Key 1 is off because we have press on the slot. We have press on the outside. Can't run it. Okay, Zona Cold. Base. Okay, Theron, this guy's in your gap. Base. Okay, head up guy, Dip Fam, you're uncovered play side, you're uncovered backside. So you're free to climb to the Sam backer. Okay, somebody's got to block him, Dip Fam. So this is where we need to communicate. You need a free release to the Sam backer. Okay, backside we called a double block here. So McGuff and Cena are going to handle this 2-tech, bring him to the mic. So now this becomes a straight up base block for Tyler. And then JoJo, you're uncovered. You're going to go ahead and get the Will backer here. Okay, I love the fact we work our cutback here. I love the fact we have an awesome double team on the backside. I don't love the fact that Dip Fam is helping on a guy that's not in his gap, okay? I also don't love the fact, Theron, that you're losing inside here, okay? That guy's in the B gap. Keep him in the B gap. Don't allow him to stick inside, okay? Once he comes, now Dip Fam, you do have to help, okay? So once he sticks into the A gap, you do have to help. But Theron, you should have taken care of this in the first place. Tyler, you're freaking dominating this guy. This is one of your best days run blocking, man. 5-tech, you're trying to scoop him. He's fighting inside. Wash him down. That's how we play football at Olympia. That's a great rep, Tyler. Way to be physical and drive through that block, okay? JoJo, I'd like to see a better effort by us to scoop block. So when this ball is snapped, you're not really moving. You should stay foot to foot with Tyler and contain the edge. But look how far away you are from him, okay? You should be moving with Tyler and create a tight edge for us. Right now, you're slow off the ball. You're giving Delgado a chance to knife into the D gap, okay? And that's exactly what he does. So Jonah's kind of got to start and stop. Luckily, you're giving us enough effort to where you slow him up, and we have our lane. But like I said, I love Jonah that we worked our cutback successfully this time on this run. We're pressing B gap. It's cloudy. Boom, cut back. There's our lane. We get vertical. We get positive yardage. We stay ahead of the chains. I can take this, man. That's a 5-yard gain, maybe more in pads. Okay, last play. We're running Bombers, Dubs right gun, 65H Vegas. Okay, way to stay on the hash here, Tyler. Okay, receiver. Let's get to the bottom of the numbers and run by this guy. Let's get to the bottom of the numbers and run by this guy. Okay, and then on our bender, we do have a guy over the top, so it's the correct call to bend it. Okay, but Nezzy does a really good job playing and containing the skinny once he sees the break. So Fuentes, my feedback to you on the field, like, let's not just force it, you know? We called H Vegas. We have a good look for it. Defender makes a good play. We're not flattening to a dig here. So G has no chance. If you try to rifle this ball in and flatten him out, he's going here. So this is just a play where a defender's making a good play. We can't force the ball in there. Let's take a shot on the outside or maybe even up the seam here with Tyler and see if one of our guys can go in. So that was my major problem with this play. Protection-wise, we're in 65, so we should be slide left here. Okay, it looks like we had the defensive front kind of shifted to the right, so everyone's finding work. Okay, McGuff, not your best pass protection rep here. Okay, we're not kicking fast enough, and we're getting beat around the edge, but I like that you're running this guy by the hoop. Other than that, looks like we're pretty much locking it down. Good help from Jonah as well. Okay, so that's it for the film breakdown today, guys. Let's get ready to get on the field tomorrow. Get after it. Let's have a great practice. See you guys tomorrow.